Welcome to Wisdom in Action. I'm Bill Ross. It's been said that a picture is worth 1,000 words. If that's true, then our guest today could write volumes. Tonya Alexander is the owner of Alexander's Platinum Pictures. Tonya, good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Told me a story that shows you're willing to go the extra mile for your clients.
Yes, I did. Right after the hurricane.
Hurricane Rita.
Yes, Hurricane Rita. One of my clients didn't have a facility. It was going to be closed down.
For her wedding.
For her wedding, and she was going to board a plane and go to Maui for her honeymoon. Honeymoon couldn't be canceled because she didn't have insurance, so they needed to go ahead and go. Her mother called. The bride's crying. You could hear her in the background. And I said, well, you know, I'll go with her. We'll photograph. And she got the pictures. And, you know, what was really neat about that whole story was after a storm, there's always a rainbow. And truly, because of the storm with Rita, as I'm leaving Hawaii after we photographed them on Tuesday, there's this rainbow in the sky. So at the end of their album, we put, after every storm comes a rainbow, with a picture of the rainbow.
Poetic.
Right, yeah, yes,
image.
Exactly.
Who are your clients? Obviously, you do weddings. What else do you shoot?
We specialized in weddings, and due to the weddings, people, when they get married, then they begin to have children. We started photographing them, maternity pictures, then photographing the baby pictures, and then soon the teen pictures and the senior pictures. So our specialty is weddings, but we also do other things as well. We've even done some cancer patients from MD Anderson as well.
Did you always want to be a photographer?
You know, yes, I did. My parents had different plans for me. They really wanted me to be in the medical profession, and I also have a pre-law degree, so I figured people were always going to get sick, they were always going to commit crimes, they were always going to get married. And yeah, I studied under Keith Carter from Lamar University, and I came to Houston to go to law school, and I was doing photography on the side, and it began making more money for me than I thought law would.
How long have you been a photographer?
For 12 years professionally.
And tell us about your company. How big is it?
We have a staff of 7 people, 7 other photographers, and I think what really makes it great is that half of my staff has been with me 7 years, and then the other staff, they signed a contract. They've been with me 3 years. Nobody's going anywhere. We try to take them places and do things with them. I feel like that they're more the owners than I am myself. We sit down and we talk about marketing strategies. We've got a meeting tonight to try to figure out how we can accommodate those brides and meet and exceed their needs.
What makes a good photographer?
I think experience does. I also think as a female I can relate to the client and really get down on her level.
Especially the brides.
Especially the brides, yes. And usually they're so nervous the day of the wedding, and you know, you've got this camera, and just having that connection with her and kind of calming her down and saying, you know, we're going to be flies on the wall to try to photograph her, and it's just a whole lot of fun, and to try to meet what she wants and maintain her goal.
People might want to save money by having a friend or a family member take their wedding pictures. What advice would you give to those people?
I would tell them, you know, be careful. You want a lasting impression. Once your day is over, you want something that you can look back and share with your grandchildren and talk about that day. Occasionally, you'll have somebody that's got a great camera because technology has changed so much. But I think probably when the brides, they come to me and they always want to look skinny. Even, you know, I want to look skinny too. And so just knowing how to pose them, knowing how to make them look smaller, or, you know, just my expertise in that.
Well, you sure don't want out-of-focus pictures.
No,
Just had a friend do it.
Exactly.
So get a
Thank
professional.
you.
Now, I heard that you also fix brides' dresses.
Yes, more than once. On one particular occasion, the bride's zipper broke, and I carry like a toolbox with me that has threads in it. If they drop their lipstick, it removes lipstick stain. And so we sewed her back into her dress. But like I said, this isn't the first time that that's happened, and we're capturing that moment, you know, even though the bride's crying and she's all emotional and mom's like, what are we going to do? No problem. Let's just move on. We'll just sew her in and it'll be okay.
So a new title, photographer / dress
seamstress.
repairer slash
Yeah.
jack of all trades.
Well, you know, you never know what's going to happen whenever you get out there and ready to shoot. You know, like I said, lipstick is broken and fallen on their dress, and got a big red tube of lipstick, and you just clean it up and move on. They're stressed, but we know that, look, this is not the worst thing that could happen. So, yeah.
Just go with the flow.
We go with the flow.
Thank you, Tonya.
Thank you.
Weddings are not only the most special of occasions, they're also major investments. People spend thousands of dollars for the food, the band, and the reception hall. But it's the pictures that will provide the lasting memories of that day. Choose a professional like Tonya, whose images will satisfy you forever.